The car I've been test driving today is the Cadillac CTS V. V is the important part of this car, which defines it differently from the regular CTS. When the Cadillac engineers decided they want to put together a CTS V version of this vehicle, they didn't realize what a monster they were going to give birth to. They knew they wanted to go up against cars like BMW's M5, the AMG E63 from Mercedes, and Jaguar's XFR, but they didn't realize how incredible they would make this vehicle. Let's talk about some things that make it so outstanding. First of all, that engine is a 6.2 litre V8 supercharged. Now, it actually outputs 556 horsepower. Just in case you didn't get that, in a sedan, that's 556 horsepower. If you were to take the brand new Mazda 2, it would take 5.5 of those Mazda 2 engines just to equal this engine in horsepower outage. They tested it on the Nürburgring in Germany, and they came away with a time of 7:59.32, which was the fastest time for a production sedan on factory wheels ever. Now, recently it got beaten by the Porsche Panamera. However, the difference is the Porsche Panamera will cost you $30,000 to $40,000 more than this car. This is one of the most incredible production sedans off of the factory floor that I have ever driven. Cars always look better with body kits, and the CTS-V is no exception. The lower body kit actually makes this vehicle look outstanding when it's driving along the road or when it's parked in a parking space, but also some other things that make it look very sporty. The dual grills that they put in there, the low one is used more for an air intake, and they've used this mesh type system on the inside, which really makes it look sporty. It makes it look much cleaner than just bars in a grill. Also, the fact there's so much definition in the hood. You can see there's 4 or 5 different angles in the hood with the center raised section. Light washers, and these lights almost look like they were on the side here, but Cadillac took them and they put them up and down rather than the lights that normally sweep around the edges to give it so much more of a pouncing definition of the car. Wide shoulders, and those lines, the flat lines here of the fenders, travel all the way through the car right until you get to the back end. The trunk is very flat, and you'll notice that the brake light, which is used on the trunk, is actually a faux spoiler. Well, it does work as a spoiler. It actually holds the car down at speeds. So instead of putting an extra piece of metal there, they took something that already existed on the car and they made it into something that was also functional as a spoiler. There's no compromise on the inside of the Cadillac CTS-V. You get all the Cadillac luxury along with all those racing extras. Those racing extras include paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel, and it happens to be a suede wrapped steering wheel, which is something I really like as well. On the inside, you get a lot of those creature comforts like heated and cooled seats for the driver and the passenger. Those HVAC controls are very accessible to each occupant, and the navigation sound system is great. It's on a screen which comes up out of the dash, so you can actually see the screen when you need to, or have it fold away when you don't need to see it. Gives you all the information like what radio station, the navigation, and also those extras that come with any GM brand. Comes with Onstar, which means that you have emergency telephone in the vehicle by the push of a button, and you can get hold of the Onstar Center. They can unlock your car, or you can call them to report another accident you've seen on the road. If you're looking to buy a super sedan, this car has to be on your favorites shopping list, because of the speed that it does, because of the fact that it is so well equipped on the inside and out, and because of the sheer exhilaration of the drive. The Cadillac CTS-V is one of my top choices to drive in that American super sedan category.